If you want to know what happened this week in the world of cryptocurrencies, there is no better place to be. I'm going to list everything that happened in a very concise and most of all easy to understand way. So by following our series each week, you'll be able to learn about cryptocurrencies and look like a crypto expert who gets informed constantly. If it's your first time here, I'm Max, and at Crypto School we are master students in computer science and investors in cryptocurrencies. We've been interested in cryptos for a while now, and we want to teach you all about them in the most easy to understand way. So if you're interested, subscribe and click the bell button to be notified when a new weekly report is released. And I know your time is valuable, so without further ado, let's get started. By the way, make sure you stay with us till the end of the video because you learn about an event happening next week and you can take profit from it, so you don't want to miss out on this one. I'm not saying more. EOS is on the rise this week. Maybe you've seen that it has gained more than 50% over the week. And one of the most probable reasons for that is their recent partnership with Phillip. It's a European financial technology company. And Phillip actually plans to provide $100 million to EOS for the development of new projects on their blockchain. Another likely reason for this price increase is the release of the new white paper, and everything about it seems promising. In this white paper, the EOS teams explain in detail how they will deal with the problem of scaling, since the platform is getting used more and more. It's expanding, so they will need to face scaling issues. And they have the answers in this white paper. ZCash has a hard fork coming and it could pave the way for more. If you don't know ZCash, you should definitely check out this cryptocurrency. There is a word that defines ZCash, and this word is privacy, guys. They want to protect the data of the users. Using it, the transactions are not transparent. The sender, the receiver, and the value of each transaction are hidden by the blockchain. Around $6.2 million were hacked and stolen in exchanges, accounts and wallets last year in Japan. This report comes from the National Police Agency, the NPA, and the data reveals almost 150 cases of hacking in Japan last year and 16 exchanges affected by attack. We're planning to make a video to teach you how to protect your cryptocurrencies from hacking and attacks, so consider subscribing so you won't miss nothing. Smart contracts are now recognized under the Tennessee law. It's a huge step forward for Tennessee, and this means that smart contracts are actually equivalent to normal contracts that have legal power. So now smart contracts are used to make agreements between people or companies, and maybe in the future it will replace all contracts, who knows. This is actually a proof that governments are really taking seriously this whole cryptocurrency and blockchain thing. They're not planning to reject it. I'll talk a bit more about it later in the video, so make sure you stay with us because this is going to be very interesting. We're going to talk about France and the G20, so stay with us. Coinbase now wants to buy the Bitcoin startup Burn. It's based in San Francisco, and this platform proposes to earn cryptocurrencies in exchange for tasks done. So basically anyone can register and you can complete tasks and get rewarded with cryptocurrencies in exchange. Anyone can register, so make sure you check it out with the link in the description to get rewarded with free cryptocurrencies. How great is that? Just doing a task you can get cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So check it out. But for the moment the deal is not closed, so we'll know more in the next days and we'll tell you in a future weekly report. The finance department of Ireland has proposed the creation of a new group. This group will help creating regulations for cryptocurrencies and also help and monitor the development of projects that use the blockchain technology. The people behind this new group are very optimistic about cryptocurrencies and the prospects of the blockchain in general. Often cryptocurrencies are associated with criminality or money laundering, but as they said, today the major cryptocurrencies are purchased by investors and legitimate owners. Yahoo is planning to release a new cryptocurrency exchange trading Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies soon. We don't have more information right now about it, so when we do, we'll tell you in a new weekly report. Japan has already passed good regulations for cryptocurrencies, so now more and more exchanges are being created in Japan, so that's pretty awesome. Now I'd like to talk a bit more about governance and cryptocurrency regulation. So there's been a meeting organized by the G20 this week, and the outcome was that they won't start regulating it now, like the market, but because they need more information about cryptocurrencies, and yeah, they need to fetch more information. So right now, there is nothing happening. He was skeptical some months ago, but Bruno Le Maire, the financial minister of France, is now bullish on the blockchain and cryptocurrencies, and he wants France to be at the front of this, what he calls a revolution. He's the one, by the way, who has to discuss about regulations at the G20 meeting. He said that the blockchain revolution has the potential to disrupt the banking and insurance industries that as we know them today. I quote, "Bitcoin was only a precursor. Let's not be mere spectators, become actors in this revolution." France plans to open new visas for ICO companies who are serious about their project and can show it. According to his tweet, France will not miss the blockchain revolution. Those are his words. So this is really good news for the industry in general, since so far only small countries have this type of debate, discussion or declarations. And now France is entering the game, and they have a much bigger impact. It is the second biggest economic country in the European Union. Now, Malta. Binance is moving their headquarters to Malta. According to Binance CEO, Malta is very progressive when it comes to crypto and fintech. More and more countries are starting to bet on cryptocurrencies and the blockchain. It looks like we are really entering a new phase in the development of the technology. After the fear of the unknown, now the big institutions like the governments are realizing the real power that it is, the revolution that is the blockchain. In terms of number, this is much better than last week. You can believe me on this one. Bitcoin is now worth more than $8,400 compared to last week. It's an 8% increase. Ethereum stays steady, it's at 517. Ripple is steady too, it just gained 3%, it's at 63 cents. Stellar earned much more, 27%, and it's now trading at $23, sorry. Yeah, not yet, you can wait for that. EOS, after the news as I told you, it earned 54% and it's now trading at $6.53. Bitcoin Cash has gained 7% only. It's at $970. Dash $410. It's 12% increase. And Icon, well, this one, guys, is now at $3.43, and it's a gain of 80%. Not even 80%, 90%, sorry. So for next week, here's what's interesting. Tron will start burning coin. On March the 21st, Tron is going to start a coin burn. We don't have much information about it yet, so like how much they're gonna burn or how they're gonna burn it, but it's probably going to increase the price of the coin. So basically a coin burn is when the team decides to reduce the total amount of the tokens. This can be done in two ways. The first way is to directly, over like 10 days, remove 20% of the tokens. The numbers are just examples, alright? So you remove in 10 days, 10%. So the second way is to remove from each transaction. So each time a transaction is done, they will remove, for example, 1% of the value. And then what happens is that over time, they will reduce the total amount of the tokens. And this is directly correlated with the fact that the demand will be higher since there will be less tokens, so the price will increase. So it's the occasion to buy Tron. Yeah, I'd say that, but I'd like to stress that most people are saying it will increase the price, alright? But the burn is not going to, you're not going to see any result directly, okay? It will, as I said, it happens over time. But what we are currently seeing is that the news is triggering people to buy, okay? But people don't really know what a coin burn is. And I think the real reason why it will increase is that people are buying.
okay? Not because coins are being burned. So you've got to be careful because there may be a crash right after the announcement. So that's it for this weekly report. I hope you enjoyed the content and thank you for staying till the end. If you forgot major events though, tell us in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you don't want to, well, that's fine, but just click the like button here, like here, probably, yeah. Because it really helps us to improve and bring you the best content in an easy to understand way, always. So then, I'll see you in the next one.